Foy Studios with the hot spot in the morning, in the hot seat, in the hot spot this morning. We got Michael Foy. But of course, first of all, we got the boy, Big Rob.
Morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Rob, what you had for breakfast?
Breakfast food, Smarty. No,
I
I
all
had.
the people
I
who think
had.
he always have a Whopper. He does not have a Whopper today. I just had to get that out there.
Yo, where that come from, though?
Yo, man,
Like, really?
one day you wasn't here, man. Toe was talking about it and was like, yo, how did he find Whoppers at 10 o'clock in the morning?
That's crazy. Y'all gonna do me like that, though?
Yeah,
That's all.
it was just truly amazing to us.
That's all
It's
good.
just
Why y'all on that man hills like that?
because
That's
we always got
crazy.
something that's not breakfast food for breakfast. We be like,
I had that one goddamn time, and that's because you got these fast food spots when you're trying to rush and get something to eat, and they ain't got time to make your own breakfast. You stop, and all they was serving was lunch at the moment. So don't do that shit, V. You know better than
I'm
that.
telling you, we had no
Petty
idea.
motherfucker,
We
boy.
ain't no idea. But again, welcome, Michael Foy. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank y'all for having me.
We gonna be cute. We gonna keep it cute. We gonna play fair.
Nah, we good. We good. We good.
Don't say let it go, cause then it'll rip.
We good.
But first, I want you to tell us about your mobile detailing. A lot of people want, like me, I need my car wash bad, but I don't think women should be at the car wash. That's just my mind.
Why not?
Because it's too many. This is like sitting in a barbershop. It's too many conversations. Somebody try to hit on me. I'm not gonna go jacked up. So I'm gonna be cute. And the first thing somebody will say is, "Well, why is she sitting there with
Well,
all
what's
these
wrong with
niggas?"
somebody trying to hit on you? Like, what's wrong with that? Like,
I can't.
how you can say no? I'm good.
But I'm
That's
not
it.
good. I want to date.
You tell
I
a
just
brother,
don't
no,
have-
you good.
I just don't have the capacity
Just say
to
no, you
date.
good.
So I'd rather just not even set myself on the scene.
Fair
I'd rather
enough.
not do it. Can I just not do it?
I mean, that's your choice. So, for over 10 years, I've owned a mobile detailing business, CM Mobile Detail. And we've been coming to customers as far as Pennsylvania, Delaware.
Awesome.
We went to New York, Jersey. So all across America, we travel. But we try to stay local, hard to count, the county talk, Sumner, just thousands of customers. And I took some time off and, in the car wash with some partners. And, I went back to do my own detail because customers want you to come to them, get fresh out. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And, and so it's just been great. We do carpet cleaning, like I said, full service auto detail, carpet cleaning, grocery, got couch cleaning at home, clean those too. So, okay, okay. You do the in-house thing. How can people reach you?
You definitely gotta give us your information and stuff so that
You
everybody
go
be
right
able
on
to reach
CM
you.
Mobile. The easiest way to do it is to go into our social media, CM Mobile Detail. That's on TikTok. That's on Facebook, Instagram. And our booking link is right on there. You click the booking link, it takes you right to our booking website. It has all the services that we offer, all the prices you can book online. There's no deposit needed. You can pay.
All right, so say it one more time.
Yeah,
say
no
the
problem.
Name one more time.
CM Mobile Detail.
CM Mobile Detail.
Yep. You can search it. You can search it in Google. We're gonna come right on up. And that's. You check out our reviews as well. We have 5-star reviews across all platforms.
We love the story. Thanks for watching. Rodney Pierce, Miss Kim. Rodney Pierce said, "Rob, I have burgers for breakfast. Stand up."
That's like us having chicken for breakfast.
Hey, yo.
I can't eat yesterday chicken.
What you mean?
No, you get some fresh chicken. You have it cooking fresh.
I'm gonna have like some people like chicken. They
I'll
have
get a
chicken
chicken
for the
box
day
for
before.
breakfast. I'm sorry, I'll get a chicken box for breakfast.
When I was in Warwick, I could get a chicken box for breakfast.
Now that's a whole different level.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm going down there, I can do a junction chicken box for breakfast. It's certain places that just don't fry their chicken right.
Yeah, they don't fry the chicken
if
right.
they don't fry their chicken right, I can't do it in the morning. But junction, I can do a junction chicken box for breakfast.
Yeah.
CM Mobile Detailing.
Yeah, man, but I gotta be do it. I mean, do you enjoy doing people calls and stuff like that?
Man, listen, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
It ain't about the money. It's really about something I love to do.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the best way to grow, doing
That's
something
it.
that you love.
That's it. And my customers love me. And that's one reason I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't no more.
All right, so outside of your mobile detailing, I got looking at Judy for a time. I want to recommend you for the carpet cleaning and mobile detailing. That's my sister. She has daycare and she has heavy traffic.
We do daycares, we do
And her
commercial and residential.
and
So
see her carpet cleaning guy.
give me a call.
There
Give
we
me a
go.
call. Send me a
Yeah,
message. I
I'm
got
gonna
you
have to let
covered.
her know that.
We get you
So
scheduled. We
it's
do
not like
appointments
somebody
only.
come and do the carpet and clean the car all
Yeah.
that while they're there.
Yep, we do appointments only. You can't call the same day and be like, hey, it's gonna
So
be a
I
no.
can't say Mike after we leave here, can I
No,
get my coat?
it's gonna be a no. I got an
Damn.
appointment after here.
Damn. Dang.
So,
I'm glad you said it because that was my plan.
see,
That was my
that ain't
plan.
right. That ain't right.
That was my plan. I was
Yeah,
gonna say something
but
like,
we
can I
do
get
appointments
something?
only because it's not only respectful to the customer's time, but to my time
To
as
your
well.
time as well, because you
Absolutely.
don't want to be overflowing people and
That's
can't
correct.
get to somebody that you need to get to.
That's correct.
Right.
So
That's
it makes
correct.
sense. It makes sense to do appointments. So I was about to ask you about your business, your program that you have named after your mom.
Oh, the Emily Wall Foundation, yes. So my mom passed away May 10th, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
She's always did my community activism, activities with me. Um, and so after she passed, I was like, what more way to honor her than start a nonprofit in her name,
Mm-hmm.
in the neighborhood where we grew up at.
Right.
So I did that, and we've served over 10,000 families and saved them over $20 million in grocery bills, giving away free food every week.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
That's real
And you
good.
did this, how long y'all was doing it?
we was doing this since the onset of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was when everybody needed the food.
Everybody
Yeah.
needed
Oh
food,
yeah.
and food
Toilet
prices was
paper, all
increasing.
sorts of
We
stuff.
stepped in, we helped the communities. We had people coming from PA, Virginia, getting food
Mm.
for free. They didn't need to show an ID. All they had to do was get in line by 12 o'clock, and I made sure you had a bucket of food. I'm talking meats, veggies, produce, milk, whatever you needed. It was
That is
there to
good,
give.
because you know a lot of churches give, I have, excuse me, mental health clients, YouTube, um, good morning, can you post the website? My apologies, I missed it. Okay, on YouTube. Let's do this, so I don't have to change my screen. Mike, can you give your mobile detailing information for YouTube again, please?
Yeah, CM Mobile Detail. If you're having a hard time finding it, give me a call 443-870-1426. 443-870-1426.
And what I'll do is after the show, I'll go to YouTube and I'll tag it on there.
Yeah.
But for now, it's
Yep.
CM, also another M, mobile detailing.
Yep, mobile
Mobile
detail. Yep.
detailing.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So the program, I was going to say, there's so many churches like during COVID was giving out food and meats and all sorts of produce. But if you didn't have an ID
Yep.
saying you was in the area, it
Mhm.
hurt. Now I do mental health, so I had clients from all over the city,
Mhm.
but I couldn't get them food everywhere, and only pantries open certain days.
Mhm.
And I didn't. Every time I would see you post something about food, I see your post after the fact.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would never catch it
Doing.
before or the
Oh.
day of,
Yeah.
because I would go like, take my truck, get like 7 families, take food, then divide it up, and then make it like I get like 7 baskets without dividing. You do it all the time.
Yeah. And so
I
one
said,
of the
yo, you
things
keep the
that
flyer on wraps.
Yeah, so one of the things a lot of people used to do, there are two drug treatment centers, one on Westtown Road and one on Park Heights.
Mm-hmm.
They will put their people in vans and bring them up there so they can get food.
And everybody get a box.
And everybody get a box of food.
Mm.
That's good.
And I mean, the lines used to be, they would wrap around the block, 300, 400 people in line.
And you have more than
We had
enough
more
food
than
to
enough
give
food.
everybody
Yeah,
food.
when it got too big for my 17-foot truck, we went and got a 26-foot truck. So we had a 26-foot truck full of food and a 17-foot truck full of
That's a
food.
lot of food.
Yeah,
You
I've
know
been
what I
doing
mean?
it since 2019.
Hmm.
Now, what is the next, like how often are you doing it
So
now
we
at
was
this
doing it.
point?
We was doing it every Thursday. Then I took a break, right
Because you just
around,
did it not too long ago,
right,
winter,
not
this
too long.
winter, right?
Yep, this winter,
Mhm.
and right before Thanksgiving, and that was
Okay.
the last one. I wanted to take a break. Probably spring we'll start it up again. So I need to get a refrigerated truck.
Okay, yeah.
So it was good over the winter time,
Because it's so cold
it
out,
was so
yeah.
cold. But we're gonna get a refrigerated truck and we're gonna ramp it back up in the springtime.
So how are people able to donate? Like anybody want to donate to the refrigerated truck or donate to the food cost or anything? How would they reach out to you to make donations?
Go to emilywallfoundation.org and
All right, could
donate.
you spell the name out while you're spelling it out?
Absolutely. www.emily wall foundation.org.
So fast. I don't know. YouTube,
Oh,
Facebook, are y'all getting it?
No, you listening slow. Now get it
I
straight.
know. Probably because I'm listening to, I'm engineering at the
Oh,
same time.
Oh, okay, okay. I sexy engineer.
EMILIE
Uh-huh.
wallfoundation.org. Then what I do once we finish with the episode today, I'll go ahead and post the links and everything under all the platforms.
Okay,
Yeah,
that'll work.
we'll
Thank
have
you.
it,
Yeah,
and I don't
Appreciate
have to
that.
look.
absolutely.
We don't have to look it up. I'm trying to like actually engineer here
We
everything.
see what you're doing. We
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
You
so
better-
We know you hard at work.
Yeah. She want to let everybody know we
Yeah.
hard at work.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, everybody.
I
Hey,
understand.
everybody.
I just don't want to look like I'm
She's
smart.
engineering.
Yeah.
She's engineering and she's hearing things, at a different speed than what we talking. So bear with her.
You know, I just got to say how women get the hard end of the stick, but
Literally though. But go ahead. What I say?
We give you your props. Thank you. Thank you. I learned about you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I wanted to ask you about your for 6 years now, y'all have been doing this nonprofit program where y'all actually give a family an automobile.
Yes. So the Cars with Care team, myself, Stephen, Damon, Eric, and Kerm, we all created.
Kind of show everybody the picture just in case.
We all
can
created
show who the team
Cars with
is.
Care. And Stephen and Damon, some years ago decided that they wanted to do some things to give back to some families in their way. I had my way of doing it via food. They wanted to do it via giving a car, which is a big take on. So I said, all right. So once he called me $10,000 or $15,000 it takes to purchase and recondition a vehicle. So we financed it with our own money the first couple of years, and since then we've been able to get donations and everything.
Which is awesome.
That's really good.
Which is awesome.
That's really
I've
good.
seen, so this year I couldn't make it to the
The
event because I was like,
The
I want to go. I want to get all dressed up, but I didn't realize that I had the available time to go until the week of. And Twin, you gotta come correct. You gotta.
Yeah.
Your boy gonna be up there. I'm gonna be speaking. I said, yo, I gotta go with you, Twin.
Yeah.
But then I didn't realize, I be so consumed with things, I don't know until it's too late. So next year I gotta already.
Instead of waiting in November and donating now.
Yeah.
A gala come up.
Mm-hmm.
She be like, you going to the gala with your twin? And I be like,
Gala's
I don't know.
everything.
But
When we only did the gala, really, we was going to just to thank everybody for supporting. But it turned into such a big thing. And last year we had Scola, performing. Yeah.
Now we gotta get Eric. He seemed like the all over the place guy. So we gotta try to track him down.
We got you.
Y'all got, I want to know. I want y'all to reach out to the other guys and tell them I think it's a big deal what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Just black men alone doing something collectively is awesome.
And that's what we really try to show the unity between black men. Because they always say we can't work together. We can. We just gotta all be aligned on the same purpose.
You just gotta all be aligned.
And it's okay if you're not. I tell people all the time. I've had failed partnerships. That is okay.
Right.
You find the right ones and you work them out.
Yeah.
Now that's the hard part people can't get with, because some people just want to be the boss. They want to be the person.
Yeah.
But when you're collectively together, no one person is the person.
I always
Everybody's
tell
ideas come
everybody.
together.
I always tell everybody. You know what I mean? Before all chiefs were Indians at one point. So it takes everybody. It takes a collective to all agree on who's who and the point who's going to be what. Some people let ego get in the way with that type of shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people allow ego to get in the way of actually standing firm and just being an Indian for the moment.
Yeah.
Everybody always got a problem with that boss shit, but you gotta understand everybody not equipped to be a boss.
Everybody is not equipped to be a boss.
They're not. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't handle it. Some people just don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So.
Or some people not okay with enforcing things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or taking direction.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So.
That's like you said. That's when that ego get involved with a lot of people, and you gotta really set that aside and say, you know what? So we know that Stephen and Damon is the head of the organization. I'm telling you, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I've
I'm
said
sure.
that. Somebody take my picture. Because if I was homeless and hungry, I don't want my pictures on.
Absolutely.
But I want to be where I can be in the back and pass.
I mean, my thing is, everybody got a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? my thing is, if I'm gonna do something like that, me, I'm a humanitarian as well. So I've done shit like that, but I'm not filming myself doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want.
People without, we've always asked people, hey, is it you okay to be on camera? Or let them
Because I
know,
want
hey,
them to see this.
because
Is
we
where
want
the
people to
truck
see
is. This is
where
where
this.
we're
You
located.
coming in the hood?
Coming,
That's where I'm doing that.
so
You coming in the hood?
school, come on
This is
out.
where you gotta come to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Real quick, Rodney Pierce. Okay, thank you, Rodney. Stop complaining and type crazy. All right, that I wanted to ask you. Originally, I met you. How long ago was that? A long time. And this was at, I already remember, don't want to say. But I think that's where I met you. And I think you were only there for like a moment.
Yeah, I'll be in and out.
And you was like,
I'll be in and
pew,
out.
pew.
I'll be in and out. I'll be on the move.
It was
Fine. I ain't hard to find.
Just
This again, this moment, besides work and my kids, like
that's good.
that's it until the springtime, and then I'll ramp that back up and get me the nonprofit and stuff back
Okay.
on.
Are you married?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm single, happily single,
All right.
happily single. So
Why are you looking at me like that?
I ain't got nothing to do with that conversation. I'm staying out of that conversation.
What keeps you single? Because you're too busy?
peace,
Just wanting to be in that peace.
peace,
That
my
bubble
peace.
of peace.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. A lot of people don't say that. I'm single because these women don't know how I act. They don't know what they want. That's not true.
My last situation didn't work out. Move on.
And then
I ain't
you
got a
move
bad. It didn't work out. Move on. Keep it pushing.
And that's a mature way of looking at it. And I wish every adult viewed it that way.
You ain't gotta bash nobody.
You ain't. You
know,
don't have
we
to.
know some women bash men. That's just what they do. We're bashing y'all, right? But we're actually just speaking our truth. Y'all go for the down.
Go ahead, give it to him, Charlie. Give it to him.
Give me two examples. Give me two examples. Ways of women.
Y'all kick us when we down. Or y'all say, hey, you know what? I forgive you for this. Knowing damn well y'all ain't forgiving nobody for nothing. And we'll wait for the right moment and bring it back up. Y'all bring it back up.
So here's the thing. If we bring something up and we just using something as an example. Like, you know, that day that, Mike, remember the day that you did X, Y, Z? I'm just saying, this is compared to that.
So why?
That's not me throwing it in your face.
Okay.
That's not me living it.
Yes, it is. Especially when we actually.
How can you give an example if you don't have nothing to give an example?
Real men are going to apologize and take accountability. Let me start with that. So real men going to apologize, take accountability. So after we take accountability and look at you and ask you, do you forgive us? And you say yeah, and then come later on down the line, you smack.
She said, you have to
Hey,
do
Miss
it.
Prime Drug.
You gotta forget.
All at the same time.
Just a little bit. All at the same time.
You say completely let everything go.
Right. So if she's just simply using something for an example, that don't mean that she don't forgive you. She's just using this to show something compared to something.
The time a woman does that is if you say you move past it,
Something that happened.
absolutely.
Now I'm not saying throwing things in your face literally.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's throwing it in your face.
No.
Just because, okay.
I'm listening.
If you didn't, you can't
So
get over something.
Let me give an example. Let me give an example. Shoes make a whole mess, and we ruin somebody's place, their carpet, right? Next 3 weeks from now, I apologize. We're gonna fix this. Let's just replace the bucket. We want to just clean the water up. But in 3 weeks' time, something.
No, I'm not gonna bring it back up.
So
I'm not
I'll
gonna
just
bring
leave
up
it
from
and
the
make the mess
past.
again.
Then we address that. I'm not gonna keep bringing up here when we here. Like, I'm not going back.
People don't understand that.
You learn. It's not that it's hurting you. It's a infliction of learning something.
But how if bucket and we hit what didn't happen here that we gotta go back here?
Because you.
We don't like it. I'm gonna tell you that, ladies, men, we don't like it.
I don't care. That's why I'm single.
We don't like
Too
it.
many
We
issues.
don't like it. Address it. Address the
But
need.
I get in a relationship.
I done made the same mistake twice.
And that's the thing. You gotta be real specific with that because they get really tight.
Yeah.
So
they get tight like
it's
that.
not every woman. It's just it's a select few.
Yeah, good percentage.
Or
See, Rob,
or most. How about that? We'll just say
It's
most.
a good percentage.
It's a large
DJ
percentage.
Cupcake said, Mike Foy, my guy.
Yeah.
Rodney Pierce said, who is the woman to say just saying nothing wrong with reminders.
We don't like it.
I'm gonna go there. Check this out. So
We got company, right?
if
No,
we
it's okay.
if we are here, he's with the topic. So
Hey, Onika West, thanks for
so
jumping
let me
in.
ask you. Let me ask you a question.
She got that hall up on Park Heights, man.
Yeah, Onika
I had my
put
birthday
that up.
party there.
Let me ask you a question.
And they do awesome decorations.
So if
Yes.
we was there, right?
Right.
Now, truly, you know you're not.
Before you go head on.
That shit go both.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it. Maybe we'll come back later and see if we can be at 2, 3.
Yeah, because when you and I need to tell, it's like, so I want to, I do it down here and find it out, so if you really walk around, now if you go on, you got probably to jump in and get a cupcake and then go back to the gas bag up, I think it's just like,
Build it. People in relationships create the worst situations when they do wrong and they stay. What you stand for is then treated weakly.
First of all, prone to make mistakes.
Yeah.
My thing is when you live in that mistake and that's what you constantly doing, then that's a problem. But if you're not living in that mistake,
And just to hotel them. We stubborn and we just like, all right, well, fuck it. We see, we try the shit again.
I just think, to me, I think it's so redundant and crazy. A lot of times when a woman give, you know what, that happened. Why? Because it happened because, sweetie, you work all the time. You got this going on, that going on, that going on. I wasn't getting enough attention. All right, so.
I don't know about working, man.
Well, no, I'm talking about myself, so it's the other way around.
Oh, okay.
So it was always I was always so busy. But I died
Home alive some time together? Like
a lot
one.
of time building this
But
up.
did you still find?
Now, why you not answering FaceTime? So are you around
Why?
people that you
Why
always
you couldn't
see?
answer
I'm like,
FaceTime?
no, I'm busy. I'm networking. I can't.
You couldn't step out for a few minutes? And
When I could, I did that.
you never, like, in your mind, he might be insecure. Let me ask him about this.
So we didn't talk about it in the beginning. I dealing with anybody, and whatever I'm doing is helping my businesses grow.
well, let me say.
So when I'm going here, I'm gonna let you know where I am, so you can come.
Communication
Alright.
probably could have been a little different. Could have probably yielded a different result.
So you can come.
Communication
Alright.
probably could have been a litlittle different. Could have probably yielded a different result.
Like to piggyback off of what Mike was saying. Like at the end of the day, right? When you it's all in your wording. Because if you ask a person in a way to where as though they feel comfortable,
We warn you.
No,
Okay.
you good.
Before going where he was coming from, much to flip. It took so much to like.
It's a word.
Yes.
The waiting is nothing. The quantity to work.
If I did, yeah, he wanted it to work. He said he did,
But
but
it
it
didn't work.
didn't line up to what he was
Sometimes you gotta
saying.
move on.
It didn't
Sometimes
line
you just
up,
gotta
and
move
that's
on.
what made me say, no, I gotta go.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? To piggyback off of what he said as far as the comprehension. And
It didn't line up.
that's for anybody.
So obviously, you just want what you want, and that's it. You're not even trying to understand. And for women who have a hard time being themselves and wanting to have a career and go hard in a career, and men have a tendency to throw these rocks at us women. I'm saying I want men to stop looking at us as so strong and so go hard. We got to do what we got to do to make our
Only look at what you
job
show.
or our busy.
We cool with that.
Right.
Listen, don't know man.
I don't want to
But
come
once that
home
clock stops
bossing anything
and
around.
you still showing alpha, then you ain't turning on.
And I'm not the person who do that.
All right, but what I'm
It's
saying,
some women that do.
you got some hard ass. My homeboy, I'm gonna call my man. You feel me? I need you to be my lady.
I don't need no female to call me bro. Like, I'm not calling you bro. I see so many men call women bro.
Because when I'm with my man, things all day. When I'm with you,
With public
stage,
next to
where else and across the room.
New communication styles, every advice that I probably should have gotten from my mom, and I'm only telling you from experience. We used to say, you know what, we need to have a conversation once a week. Just, hey, how's things going? You know, instead of maybe doing it once a week, maybe it need to be twice a week. Hey, it's Wednesday. What we if it's something that built up from Monday, and you know what I mean?
Because if you talk once every 2 weeks, like an open conversation of whatever's going on, you know how much shit a person can go through in 2 weeks.
That's
Or
true.
make
I think it's need
The
to.
triggerman don't even
Man,
realize.
listen, man. I was in the streets for a number of years. So my thing is, it's like when you deal with this type of shit, your mental becomes different. Like with trusting and things of that nature.
it helped me, and it was just good at the end. Get something about therapist. I felt like 30 stuff. I'm like, you know what? But she needed to be able to help me.
I'm mad and I beat my son and all week, and you so upset.
Right.
I need to find out
And they
what's
go
going
back.
on.
You was a child, you was a teenager. Some people, when I work in my success, you find out because they was
They
picking
want
on
It's
you.
you.
kids. It's a lot of things that you gotta find out. And for me, being a mental health worker, I've been doing this 20 years. I recommend therapy.
Comfortability, knowing like where the therapist at, what kind of therapist I have,
I
things.
think sometimes she'll go back and talk about my kids or my mom, or my ex.
And those
just
are the
ask me,
ones I like.
yeah.
'Cause some of
She
them,
just sometimes she just listen to me unload. I,
they,
I'm
they,
acting
some
like
of
I
them
ain't
will
capable
sum
of
you
something.
right up. Gotta know the right person. You'll know when you talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with the conversation with me and your son, we was in here, we was quiet, we was calm, and he unloaded a whole bag of shit that he wouldn't even unload with y'all. It's not. It's how the person come to you. You'll know when you get to her and have your appointment or him and be like, yeah, I can open this up, and then you'll unload all the shit. Or you might not even do it the first day. You might take it to the second day.
And if you got insurance, they take insurance too.
Yes.
Up to at least heal from being stabbed, heal from being kidnapped.
All of that.
So you can put all that back in that past, so you can move on from it.
Yeah.
Cause we all done had shit happen to us,
Yeah.
right? We all been there. And I was sitting there, and that was telling business, and it's up from there. So.
Lot of times, all it takes is the moment to say, all right, this is what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and go with it. Like every client I get is not the best for me. A lot of people will say, look, Miss Malone, we need you to take on this person because you can take on what they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just worth it. I just think therapy is a big deal.
Yeah.
That mental health piece is real.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Red Diamond, how you feeling? I think everybody needs it.
All of us, and I speak for everybody got their
Growing
shit.
up in the black community, and we didn't even realize we was being traumatized because I remember when my mother used to hit me right there, like any little, like it's small things, but to you growing up, it was just your mother like stop it,
And one of the
cut
things,
it out.
and one of the things,
But she
now,
really traumatized you for thinking you
it's,
would pop
it's,
inside your head.
when you out here meeting people and dating, we gotta ask those questions. Hey, do you have any insecurities? Potentially been raped, beat. You know, what are triggers? Tell me what those triggers were. I really care about them. Ask those questions. Absolutely, because then you know you're like, all right, I can't do this, I
Yeah.
can't do that.
So if I choke her, it's not good. Like you gotta know. Hey, like, I might not get where I'm trying to go.
Right. Like, oh,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, some people.
It is
made
what
some-
until it came out.
until it came out. Until I did something.
Triggered. Like, this is getting triggered again, so it was just like, okay, well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, okay, but.
You gotta
Nothing I can do about it.
you
Yeah.
gotta
You gotta
ask
unleash these
questions.
things. Yeah.
You gotta ask
I'm always
questions.
asking questions. And if the woman don't want you to ask her questions, go ahead, pack your bags up
Then,
and roll
because
out.
it's something even
Something
deeper
that she's holding from
that
you.
she's holding back.
And
And if
men
she's not
too.
willing to open up
Yeah.
to you, and men, you might as well go ahead. I have
You ever risk your
a
sexual
hard, I
health
think that's
as
why.
well? No.
Yeah, that's why I have a hard thing with dating. I can't. I want to
Then do it.
so bad,
Just
but
communicate.
everybody I just be like, yeah. Or when I communicate, I'm not sure,
Hit,
but I can.
tap it.
I'm true.
Yeah.
Going on.
People.
We got Mike in the building, man. Mike owns a detailing. This man, he breaking down and giving us his
.org.
breaking down and giving us his.
.org.
You don't need to talk to.
Like,
Got out the mud.
my story. My daughter's not gonna say, oh,
Yeah.
They want.
that's right.
Sell shit out the mud. Nothing. Because if you've had
Been nowhere to been in the mud. Bobby Signal said that's facts, bro. I'm over the mud story. Over on Instagram, Lily said church is not in all caps always the answer. No disrespect to the church, but it's not always the answer. I'm telling you, my granddaughter, like, no, I'm by no means rich in no kind of way, but she tell her family, her mother family over East Baltimore, like, oh, I don't need your candy because my grandma rich, and she'll call on FaceTime.
Y'all do grandma something
And
else.
she, and that thing, that
Y'all
thing,
do grandma something
they
else.
not
that
like
thing
the
will call me on
grandmas in there.
FaceTime. The school, I need you to come to my school. I said, well, what happened? They said we had to leave. We can't come back. And I was like, okay, granddaughter, calm down. Where are you? Are you at the work? Like, okay, granddaughter, calm down. Where are you? Are you at the workplace? I said, yeah. Grandma, we had a fire drill. Then I had to calm her down. Like, look, granddaughter, it's not tragic. A fire drill just means get your coat,
But you asked
go
the right
outside.
questions. See, that's the thing.
Shit.
Think about
Our children are missing that element that we had when we were kids. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't speak for everybody, but my motherfucking grandmothers didn't play. You got your ass whipped. That's the part. These kids ain't getting
But we
what you do behind your closed doors in your home is your business.
Which is true, but you know what effect that caused
kids-
too, also from back then, because we'll go in my house, stay in my house, but then Uncle Ray Ray done touched somebody's daughter, and she can't even tell why, because it will go in our house, stay in our house. So a lot of those
That's
things
too
kind of,
really.
if I'm just
You
saying,
can't compare them two.
I'm just
You
saying,
can't compare them
listen,
two.
I have yet, at least in my family, have yet to hear a story about any of my uncles
Touching any of my cousins.
Any of my cousins.
Yeah, I ain't had that either.
Because the moment, and if it happened, they still hold it till the day. The moment I find out, it's getting addressed. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
He getting addressed, and the situation getting addressed. Now,
And
how
as
it's gonna
it
get
should.
addressed, but it's getting addressed. Like
As it should. Bobby Sitno said it's called abuse nowadays. That was on Facebook, over on Instagram. Rodney Beard
if
said
anybody,
it's not a matter of giving them what they want, but it's about teaching them how to keep what you give
Giving
them.
them, listen, disciplining your child in abuse is two different things.
I agree.
Whipping a
Of course,
child's
we know that
okay.
within the law is
When,
not.
when I say whip your child ass, you know what I mean. All of us that got our ass
Yeah,
whipped.
belt
I
that
ain't
switch.
saying, I ain't saying
Go
get
get a switch out the
right.
tree.
I ain't saying go get a
Send you to
belt.
go get- go
I ain't
get
saying
it.
go get a
Bring it
bat.
in.
I ain't saying get a bat and fuck your child
That's
with a
abuse.
bat. That's abuse.
That's abuse.
Not that. I'm not talking about or
No, you
get,
just.
or
That's
get,
abuse.
getting a thorn switch and beating your child with a
Ah,
thorn
that
switch.
goes down.
That's abuse. You feel me?
Summer
But-
breaks down North Carolina.
Right,
Listen,
right. Listen,
but the thing is,
I'd
I
have
can't say that I would like have called the police even now. Like those things were learned.
Right.
I snuck out
Right.
as a teenager one day, went to a party, knew I shouldn't have went, had no business going, knew I couldn't go. Went with some girls who I don't even normally roll with. Got into a fight, got banked. The girls rolled out.
So that means the guy who blew up the fight, and so I got home.
I got home, black eye.
Yeah, should have went. You know you shouldn't have
And
been.
then I still got the beat and why? Because my mother said, "Now I gotta show you cause and effect.
Absolutely.
You know
Because you did outside of what I said, dude, you gotta get this beating."
Yeah.
And the effect is, and you gonna go to school tomorrow with this black eye, and I had to go to school on Monday with the black eye.
That's
So
right.
did I learn lessons? Yes. Do I not allow myself to do shit I'm supposed to? Of course.
You know what's worse than that? You get your ass beat from your mother. Well, back in the day, you would get your ass beat from your neighbors, and if they knew the family, a close family member, you get your ass beat from them. Get your ass beat from your mother. Then to sit in the house and had to patiently wait for your father to come home and fuck you up too.
'Cause you know he
And
gonna
then
say
you
something
punch.
again.
Yo,
Times were different.
shit was different. Times was different, and
think-
I ain't gonna lie. I
think-
wish for them times.
I think that, and for the sake of time, these kids do need discipline, and a lot of y'all parents need to go get your sons and daughters off these corners, from off these gas stations, get them off these corners, man.
Thank you,
because
thank you.
we are losing too many young men and women out here to drastic gun violence. Anybody that knows me knows I'm up in Northwest Baltimore, the Park Heights Belvedere corridor. I talk to them dudes, and they're not on the corners like they used to be. I done got a lot of them dudes jobs. I keep the violence down, up there because, and some dudes just gonna be on the corners. That's their thing. That's cool. I don't judge them. I grew up with them. I
Right.
know them. They know me. They all know me. So I come around there, ain't no issues. Look, if it's hot, like look, y'all gotta chill, and it's a respect thing. So and
You also got, you gotta come respectful. for
yeah,
other
absolutely,
people.
absolutely. So those so-called whoever they call their big homies that's out there that just let them do whatever, that's not. Come on, man.
That
That's not how
person
we
don't even
operate.
care about you.
They don't even care about you.
Erica Thompson said, no ass whoopings over here. Ass too light, they always change.
Everybody disciplined differently. That's fine. That's your thing. That's your thing. Nobody judging you.
Yeah.
But like for me having daughters, I just gotta raise my voice a little. Look.
Right,
When I
right.
popped them, yeah.
I'm like Bernie Mac. I will fuck your child up. I'm not
Every
playing.
kid need to be
I'm,
in the
I'm,
throat or in
I'm,
the stomach.
I'm old school. I believe in that shit with a passion. I will fuck your child up. I'm not playing about that shit. I don't tolerate. You know what's worse, man? When you in a market or a store and you watching a toddler talk back to their mother and they ain't doing shit,
It's a no for me,
and they
bro.
just letting them.
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit. I'm like, whoa.
I can't stand
I-
a teenager who's standing
sometimes-
there talking back to their
I'm
mom.
not gonna lie. Sometimes I cut in, like shorty, that's your mother, or this, that, and the third. And to be honest,
The mother needed that.
I've gotten thank yous. I ain't
Mom
getting no
I would
whole
say
bunch of.
sometimes
That's
the
my
moms be
child.
like,
Don't
"Thank
be
you,"
talking to
but
my
sometimes
child.
you get
But
somebody
you're
like,
gonna
"Oh,
get
who
that.
you talking to?"
Right,
I'm talking to the kids
right,
that's leaning on you, man.
right.
Sometimes they need that. Dr. Shauna Smith said on Facebook, we are I've never had to beat my child.
And
I'm
that's
telling you,
good.
like
And
I
that's the
probably
environment that you may have raised for your child. That's
that made
okay.
it conducive in her home. Like
Put your child in an impoverished neighborhood where you're making less than minimum wage. You're going to a zone school,
where
and
you
you're
got
going
seven blocks on your houses on your block that's
you
abandoned.
can't. Ain't no money coming in besides the first and the 15th because grandma getting a check. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Put your child in those situations and then come talk to me.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
That's the difference.
That's
Your mother working at my mom used to work under the table
Mm-hmm.
because she couldn't get a real job because of her record.
Right.
She had to wait years later to go back to school to get her degree. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So come on,
Yeah.
let's talk. Put yourself
So
in a different
we was
position.
taught the cause and effect. You do this because you did this. The effect is I'm gonna give you this, and then next time you
okay,
won't.
I'm gonna use this as a like kind of as a
Give me
parable.
1 second, real quick. Bobby Sitno said the shit is unnerving. I guess, bro. I guess he's saying beatings. Dr. Shauna Smith came back to say we should ask ourselves why the same hands that should be used to love are used to cause harm.
Because it's life lessons.
I think Dr. Smith, you are looking at it wrong. Maybe. Like, we're not saying we're viciously, maliciously beating these children all the time. I'm sorry, we got 1 minute to go for the show. We're not saying that. We're just saying that within the grooming of how I know how to groom, these are some of the things I did. And then have I finagled a new way? Now, yes, I look at my grandkids and I be like, I call my granddaughter, girl, what you do? And she be like, Grandma, no. Like, she'll put her hands up. My oldest son is 27 to this day. He be like, Mom, you think I can get a tattoo? Because I want a tattoo. Are you okay with that? Like, you just condition them to respect. Sometimes you gotta teach respect in a whole different way. I ain't saying knock the nigga out, knock your fucking kids out every chance you get. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't be afraid to take the reins to do what you gotta do. Or you'll have these ones that grow up and knock the shit out of you.
Well, one of the examples, and I believe all of us learned, you know, if you in your 40s or whatever the case may be, one of the sayings that your grandmother or your mother, your father told you back in the day was, "Don't touch that stove. It's hot. Don't touch it. If you touch that stove, I'm gonna whip your ass." And then that don't mean that they gonna really whip your ass.
Because once you touch that stove, you'll burn your fucking fingers. It's the same motherfucking thing. Like at the end of the day, it's a life lesson. If I tell you not to do something, that's my job. And you go about and you go against the grain and you do it anyway, I'm gonna be your ass. So that next time, Tom, you're gonna think about it before you do that dumb shit. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't want my ass whipped. I'm not gonna do it. My mom was a single parent, so yeah, just myself and my 4 sisters. So it was this. Don't touch the stove, you'll be burnt. Whatever. I'm gonna put me in it, and you touch it, you burn yourself, and that's what I say. I'm not even gonna make you up until you go ahead and get that burn and get out of the kitchen. Because I did exactly what she said not to, I don't know what it is. So I love you burn, but that's to the devil, like I was about to. But I guess, we are lucky. Like I learned the lesson, I'm not saying beat everybody off hard. Dr. Signal said, men both boys need to learn how to discipline. I know, do you see many teenagers willing out in these streets? Dr. Shaw, wild out in these streets, we see it every day. Dr. Shaw said, hitting is not the way to teach you respect. She came back to say
There
that.
are other ways to teach you. You'll need some more tools to equip.
And again, that depends on the upbringing of the child and where the environment is, because you can't sit. That's like telling a child from the projects, time out, stay in the corner. They're not gonna listen to that. What
Don't
child?
touch the trash chute. Now you touch that door, now you got time out, but they don't give a fuck if they're gonna put their shoes down there next time. They want to see where do everything go down in the trash chute. That time out was nothing. It was 5 minutes. I can do that on my head.
The environment of the
TV
child
was
matters.
on. I wasn't really punished.
The
But when I
environment.
take that hand, don't you touch that door again. Damn. Nope.
Okay.
Ain't touching that door.
Case in point.
I ain't saying like I don't want to think we saying beating the fucking kids to death. I'm just saying some things are
Again, just
necessary.
changing the environment and the upbringing, like you said, that would change a lot of the trajectories for a lot of people.
Yeah, because
I wish I could have grown up in a
speaking
different
from,
Me
environment.
too.
we're speaking from the environment we grew up
I
in.
wish I could have stayed home a little longer, but at 18, I was gone. I was out of the house. I never went back home after that. You know what I mean? Because me and my mom couldn't agree on something. I said, well, I'm gonna go live on my own. I was working 2 jobs. I could afford it, and I was good.
And
I
the
wish I
thing
could stay
is,
home to the 21, 25.
right,
Ooh,
your
yeah.
upbringing is totally different
Yeah,
how we
different.
were raised then
Mhm.
to how we raised now, and then the laws have changed.
Mhm.
So today, am I gonna go in there and say, yo, bang that nigga in his mouth, he getting smart with you? I'm not gonna say that. To me, for me as a therapist, I'm not gonna say that. Look, I'm doing a home visit. I'm
Mhm.
coming in. I'm talking to you. We're gonna find out what triggers him to do these things. We're gonna find out what outlets. I'm gonna tell him, look, we're gonna start balling up some paper. We're gonna cut up some stuff. We're gonna figure out a way to get these aggressions out
Mhm.
versus him thinking he can hit his mother. You gotta. I get what she's saying. You gotta take the time out. But Dr. Shauna, I'm speaking from me, in my perspective, when I was growing up, and why my mother had to do what she had to do, because she had to be to work tomorrow. So I need to teach you this fucking lesson. So when I go to work tomorrow, I ain't gotta worry about nobody burning my house down.
Mhm.
The older girls having them niggas running through here.
Mhm.
I need y'all to know now I come in here now fuck everybody up on site. And that's
Right.
all
That's
it was
it.
all about.
Right.
It wasn't about is she gonna
And
kill
that's
us
the
every
conversation you
time.
gotta have with them kids.
And that's
Right there.
exactly was the conversation.
Yep.
She letting you know because I'm
You
going
ain't
to
had
work
issues
tomorrow.
since then.
Ain't nobody gonna be dropping by the check on y'all. But if I have to and I come in, I'm fucking all y'all up on site.
Right.
Y'all bitches got that. And we like, yeah. Was people in our fucking house? No. Were we on the steps? Yeah. But our mother gonna get off the bus, y'all gotta get off out front.
That's right.
But nobody wasn't there. I
Out of
don't give a fuck
respect.
if you had to go to the bathroom to the 10th power. You was not on our fucking front.
Right.
You couldn't do it. You
And
couldn't
that
be
was
in our house.
and
Can't
that
go
was
in there.
because
Can't use our bathroom.
you had a
I'm sorry,
stern
go be it.
you had a stern parent.
Sorry.
You had a stern parent that made sure that you did X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
All that talking shit, yeah, that do work, but that depends on the caliber of the child because some children take that kindness for weakness and they're gonna walk all over top of you. That's just
Walk
the way
over
that
top
it
of you,
goes.
walk over top of teachers,
Well,
walk over top of
right.
neighbors.
Some of these
Telling
kids,
neighbors you can suck my
these
dick.
kids don't have respect
Oh, they-
for
they
authority
going
or
to
adults.
That's
Why
no
did
good.
you ever ask yourself this question? Why kids don't help old ladies across the street with bags no more? Why they don't open doors for women? Why they don't do these things? Why? Because these things aren't enforced anymore.
Come on, tell them, give us the comments real quick so we can reply. What you got?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to slide
It's
back
crazy.
slightly. Gosh, how many did I
I'm
miss?
gonna tell my customer y'all gonna have me late.
Tell the customer we look we ready to get out the
Yeah,
door.
we can wrap up.
Couple
What they got?
comments.
Any questions?
All right, Felicia said you have to do what works for you and your household.
Absolutely.
Miss Red Diamond said I brought you in this world and I'll
I'll
take you
out.
out. Rodney Pierce said discipline is far from abuse and not preparing your child is a crime. This allows for bullying and the mindset that there is no consequences for negative behavior.
Yeah,
Lily
you
came
on
back
point
to
with
say some kids you have to talk to them before you can discipline them.
I agree.
Some kids are very intelligent. They can understand action and
We
consequences.
still tell them if you
That's
do that,
true.
I'm gonna.
Right.
Miss Lily came back to say, what B said, some things are necessary. That's just how I feel because in my environment, some things were necessary for what was going on. I'm going to wrap up with the Facebook was, I'm sorry, it's so much. Shauna Smith came back to say I taught inner city schools. I can't beat my students and I didn't have behavior problems. So should teachers beat disrespectful students? No ma'am, but I would make it feasible that the parent for this child to finish the week, I need you to come and sit in my class one period. Make it mandatory that the parents see the child.
They should go back to having detention. That's what they should go back to.
You should stop giving everybody all these days home. Have in-school suspension. Have detention after school.
Mhm.
Make it so that the parent got to come up to the school and sit with that child in that worst class period. Because once the parents see themselves embarrassed, then they'll stop. I'm not saying the teacher should, because Dr. Shauna Smith, you will be fired and arrested. So no, I would not tell you that. But hold the parents accountable. Bobby Sitno said I was that kid that needed my ass whipped to understand. Shauna came back to say because they don't have men teaching them. Shauna, after I left my husband, I raised my boys on my own and they are good guys,
Yeah, they are.
respectful guys on point. Understand women, understand the world is what you teach them, not how many fucking parents are in the home. Yeah, it would have been great to have double the income, but we didn't. But I knew how to talk to my children and say, because of this, because of that. Oh, you ain't do no chores? My kids know my favorite line is the Henny Penny effect. If you ever heard the book, you know what it means. Henny Penny say, well, I got plant the seeds, nobody ain't gonna help her. I got pull in the weed, nobody ain't gonna help her. I got bake the cake, nobody ain't help her. When it's time to eat the cake, she said, no, I can do it myself. Everybody wonder piece. My kids know that when I come in, look, I'm thinking about doing seafood tonight. What y'all want to do? Man, I got this, I got that, I got that. All right, come on.
Let's make it happen.
I'm coming over, Mom. What time you doing it?
It's a
They
good-
already know. You just got to teach them that way and hold the parents of that child in your class, in your school, accountable. Pull them in, make the parent come in, make them have to take off and be there. It's not negotiable, and then
Once they start holding
you'll see
parents
the
accountable,
difference.
a lot of change. That goes reference to these kids on these corners, these shootings and everything else that's going on in our city of Baltimore.
I say hold
I
the
say
parents
hold the parents
accountable.
accountable.
Hold the parents accountable. Real quick, where can they
Find me